In 2026, one of the fastest ways an American can lose financial stability is by walking onto a used car lot unprepared. The pressure feels normal, the monthly payment sounds manageable, and the vehicle looks clean under bright lights. 3 years later, the car is gone and the cash flow damage is still present. Today, you are going to learn how to buy a used car in America using your own money, protect your savings, and control the entire transaction from start to finish. Across the United States, transportation is survival. Most cities are built for driving, public transit is limited outside major metro areas, and missing work because of car problems can cost more than the vehicle itself. That reality pushes many buyers into rushed decisions. A dealership conversation can feel structured and professional, yet the structure is designed to move you toward long payment commitments. When you enter with cash strategy instead of monthly thinking, the entire dynamic changes. The seller adjusts, the negotiation shifts, the risk drops. Start with a clear vehicle purpose profile. Write down exactly what the car must do for your life in 2026. Commuting distance per day, highway versus city ratio, weather conditions, parking situation, family size, cargo needs, fuel budget target per month. Most Americans skip this step and shop emotionally. A defined use profile eliminates 60% of the market immediately and protects you from paying for features that never improve your daily routine. Next, build a purchase fund before you shop. This is where discipline creates leverage. Decide your total vehicle budget including tax, registration, inspection, and immediate maintenance. In most states, these extra costs range between 8 and 12% of the purchase price. Add an additional maintenance reserve of at least $1,000 for tires, fluids, filters, or small repairs during the first 6 months. When your fund is complete, you shop calmly. When the fund is incomplete, you compromise. Now, focus on vehicle age and depreciation curves. In the American market, the steepest value drop happens in the first 3 years. By year 5, depreciation slows significantly. That means a 5 to 8-year-old vehicle often provides the strongest value-to-cost ratio. You avoid the early value collapse while still getting modern safety technology such as backup cameras and stability control, which became standard on most vehicles after 2018. This is practical value, not theory. Mileage must be evaluated alongside service history. A well-maintained vehicle with 90,000 miles can outperform a neglected vehicle with 50,000 miles. Ask for documented maintenance records, oil changes, brake service, transmission fluid replacement, cooling system checks. In the United States, many owners track maintenance through dealership service departments or digital apps. Documentation increases confidence and resale strength later. Before meeting any seller, research fair market pricing using multiple national listing platforms. Compare at least 10 similar vehicles within a 100-mile radius. Calculate the average asking price, then adjust for mileage differences. This gives you a realistic negotiation range. Walking in with data changes your tone. You are not guessing. You are verifying. Always arrange an independent pre-purchase inspection. Many buyers skip this to save a few $100s. That decision can cost thousands. A certified mechanic can identify frame damage, hidden leaks, worn suspension components, or electronic faults. In 2026, vehicles contain complex sensors and driver assistance systems. Repairs are more expensive than they were a decade ago. An inspection provides clarity before money changes hands. Now consider private seller versus dealership. Private sellers often provide lower prices since there is no overhead structure. Dealerships may offer more paperwork support and short-term limited warranties on certain vehicles. Each option carries trade-offs. Evaluate based on price gap and your comfort with paperwork. In both cases, verify the vehicle identification number through a reputable history reporting service to check for accident records, title status, and ownership timeline. When negotiation begins, speak in total price language only. Do not discuss monthly affordability. State your researched price based on comparable listings and inspection findings. Remain calm and prepared to leave. In the American used car market, inventory fluctuates weekly. Walking away is a real strategy, not a tactic. Often, sellers reconnect within days. Payment method matters. A cashier's check from your bank or verified electronic transfer provides security for both parties. Avoid carrying large amounts of physical cash. Complete the bill of sale clearly with purchase amount, date, mileage, and signatures. Confirm title transfer procedures according to your state's motor vehicle department guidelines. Administrative mistakes can delay registration. After purchase, perform immediate baseline maintenance even if records appear strong. Replace fluids, inspect brakes again, check battery health, and rotate tires. This creates a known starting point. Keep all records organized digitally and physically. When you decide to sell in the future, documentation increases buyer confidence and supports a stronger asking price. Buying a used car with your own money in 2026 requires patience, preparation, and structured evaluation. It rewards you with ownership clarity, lower long-term cost, and stronger financial control. The vehicle becomes a tool that supports your income, rather than a burden that drains it. In the next part, you will see how to calculate total ownership cost year by year, avoid high-risk vehicle categories, and build a resale exit plan from the first day of purchase. When Americans calculate the cost of a vehicle, many focus only on the purchase price. The real financial outcome is determined by total ownership cost across the years you keep the car. If you want to buy a used vehicle in 2026 using your own money and stay financially stable, you must understand how to project that cost with clarity before you commit. Start with a 5-year ownership projection. Even if you plan to keep the car longer, 5 years provides a practical analysis window. List the purchase price first. Then estimate annual maintenance. For a reliable used sedan or small SUV between 5 and 8 years old, realistic maintenance and repair averages in the United States range between $800 and $1,500 per year depending on brand and mileage. This includes brakes, tires, battery replacement, fluid services, and occasional component repairs. Fuel cost comes next. Calculate your average weekly miles. Multiply by 52 weeks. Divide by the vehicle's realistic miles per gallon, based on owner reports rather than marketing brochures. Then multiply by current average fuel prices in your area. This gives you annual fuel spending. Over 5 years, the number becomes significant. Choosing a vehicle with even 5 miles per gallon better efficiency can save thousands across that period. Registration, state inspection, and property tax where applicable must be included. Some states charge modest annual fees, while others are higher based on vehicle value. Research your specific state motor vehicle department fee structure before buying. Small annual fees compound over time. Now examine reliability data trends. Certain vehicle categories carry higher long-term repair risk. Luxury brands with advanced electronics, large engine performance vehicles, and models with complex turbo systems often produce higher maintenance costs as they age. A modest, naturally aspirated 4-cylinder engine with a traditional automatic transmission generally offers lower complexity and lower repair exposure. Complexity increases parts cost and labor time. Hybrid vehicles deserve special evaluation. Many modern hybrids are reliable and fuel efficient, yet battery replacement cost must be considered if the vehicle is older and high mileage. Research warranty extensions and average battery lifespan before deciding. A well-priced hybrid can deliver excellent fuel savings if battery health remains strong. Trucks and large SUVs are popular across America for lifestyle and work needs. They offer utility and towing capacity. They also consume more fuel and often carry higher tire and brake replacement costs due to weight. If your daily routine involves light commuting and occasional grocery trips, a compact crossover may serve the same purpose at lower total cost. Align the vehicle size with actual usage patterns defined earlier. Now build a depreciation exit plan. Every vehicle continues to lose value gradually. Research current resale prices for the same model 5 years older than the one you plan to buy. This gives you a realistic estimate of future resale value. Subtract that from your purchase price. The difference represents depreciation cost across your ownership period. When combined with maintenance and fuel, you see the true cost of using the car. For example, imagine purchasing a 7-year-old sedan for $12,000 in 2026. 5 years later, similar 12-year-old models sell for $5,000. Depreciation equals $7,000 across 5 years. Add estimated maintenance of $6,000 total, plus fuel and fees. Suddenly the total ownership picture becomes clear. This clarity helps you decide whether the purchase price aligns with your income level. Emergency reserve protection remains essential. Even with inspections and research, unexpected repairs can occur. Keep a separate vehicle reserve fund of at least $1,000 to $2,000 after purchase. This prevents financial stress if a transmission sensor fails or suspension components wear out sooner than expected. Stability comes from preparation. Timing your purchase can improve price outcomes. Dealerships often adjust pricing toward the end of the month to meet sales targets. Private sellers may be more flexible when relocating or upgrading. Monitoring listings for several weeks reveals pricing patterns. If a vehicle remains unsold for 30 days, sellers often become more negotiable. Digital tools in 2026 provide transparency. Vehicle history reports, recall databases, and owner forums reveal common mechanical issues for specific models. Spend time reading real owner experiences. Patterns appear quickly. If multiple owners report transmission hesitation around 80,000 miles, factor that into your decision. Informed buyers reduce unpleasant surprises. Avoid emotional attachment during test drives. Smooth acceleration and clean interiors can create excitement. Focus on objective checks. Listen for unusual noises during cold start. Test brakes firmly. Drive at highway speed to evaluate steering stability. Park and inspect under the vehicle for fluid leaks. Turn off the audio system during part of the drive to hear mechanical sounds clearly. Paperwork accuracy protects ownership. Verify the title is clean and matches the seller's identification. Confirm there are no liens recorded. Complete transfer documentation promptly with your state motor vehicle department. Delays can result in penalties or complications. Organization matters. After purchase, track every expense in a simple spreadsheet. Record fuel spending monthly. Log maintenance dates and costs. This data provides insight into real ownership cost and prepares you for future vehicle decisions. Many Americans underestimate car expenses because they do not measure them. Resale strategy begins on day one. Keep the vehicle clean. Follow recommended service intervals. Address small cosmetic issues early. Store maintenance receipts carefully. When the time comes to sell, present the vehicle confidently with full documentation. Buyers pay more for vehicles that show consistent care. Buying a used car without borrowing money in 2026 requires structured thinking, disciplined saving, careful research, and patient negotiation. It shifts control from seller to buyer. It transforms the car from a long-term payment cycle into a manageable asset that supports income mobility. Transportation remains essential in America. Yet financial stability depends on how you acquire that transportation. The difference between a stressful ownership experience and a stable one is rarely luck. It is preparation, data, and calm execution. When you approach the process with clarity, you protect your savings, reduce long-term cost, and maintain flexibility for future goals. A vehicle should expand your opportunities across the country's highways, not quietly limit them through unmanaged expenses.